Welcome back. I am still here with Marzena, and we are going to continue her analysis of the pros move from Manhattan Dance Sport 2022. Our champions, and actually retaining the championship they won in 2021, we had Roman and Galina, who, of course, are from Florida. They won every dance. They are the current US champions. I think they're the current world champions.
I think so too.
I think they won both last year for the first time.
Yes.
And in fact, when they won last year in Manhattan, that was only the second time that they had actually beaten the world champions at that point. So how did you think they danced?
So I was always a huge fan of both Roman and Galina, even when they were dancing their previous partnerships. I don't know if I ever shared this with you before. There was a Emerald Ball when Roman came out of nowhere with Kat, and they danced Rising Star, and I did not see him ever before. If I saw him and I was already judging, I didn't really saw him that well, but that Emerald Ball, I was like, who is this couple? I'm marking them to win in all dances, having no idea who this boy is. I just thought he was brilliant. For me, Roman, it's a dancer. It doesn't matter if he dances rhythm with students, Latin, smooth, ballroom, he dances. So I really enjoy that factor that he's such a well-rounded dancer, very experienced, very muscular, very taking care of his ladies when he dances with them. Galina has her own unique style. We know it when she was dancing with Misha already back then. They were one of those couples, unfortunately, that when we showed up, they didn't make the US final. So we are very good friends with both of them, but they were ready to come out in that 2009 into the final in the costumes. And then we made that final instead of them. We came out of nowhere. Nobody knew us, and they were probably very upset. Who is this couple, new couple that showed up from California and made the final? But even if I look at the videos back then, she has something special about this. This girl is very like a goddess on the floor. Her lines are very unique. Her usage of the weight in the upper center is very lyrical in a way. The presentation, it always has a story behind. And I truly enjoy their partnering. Like when I talk right now about Roman and Galina, it's like, I love how sensitive and how beautifully they can show the story. And like I said, their style, it's really unique. And I would say there will be a lot of people who, like especially younger dancers, they want to copy. And because she's so unique, I doubt people will be able to do what Galina does. She was not probably born this way, maybe, I don't know. It took her many years again to be in this position, because this girl was in those finals already before even me and Sławek showed up to the scenes, to the American Smooth scene. So heads down to both of them for this. Now, to be a champion, unfortunately, only champions know this. It's quite, actually, in a way, it's quite easy to win for the first time. And then it's so hard to maintain it, not even to maintain the position, but maintain that like acceleration in your own body and in your movement, in your dancing, that you're always fresh and looking always better than the last performance you gave. So this is what I always say to every champion. I said, try to always strive to be a better version than the last comp, because like both of us with Sławek always say, you always want to have your last performance that people are still hungry of your dancing. So now, what I would love to see better in their dancing, and again, it's my opinion, guys. You know me, I'm always honest. I don't know how to hold it back, and I try to be like constructive in the way I will say it. I'm missing sometimes weight connection, I feel everything is very much here, and I understand what they want to show, that effortless. But when it comes to waltz, I still would love to see more depth in their swing and rise and fall. And sometimes it almost feels like it's a little bit on the straight legs. So this is something that I always say, if I turn off the music, can I recognize what dance you are dancing? And that's sometimes, unfortunately, I would love to push it more, that I can see tango, but when I go to waltz, foxtrot, Viennese waltz, they almost have the same little bit vibe in it. And obviously they all have rise and fall, they all have swing and sway, rotation, but it's different. And even with Viennese waltz, when there is a canter timing, that rise and fall should be so much more pronounced than the hesitation rise and fall. So those things I would love to have a little, like I said, more depth, more understanding of that characterization of each dance. The second thing that I would love to, although I like it a lot, the man-woman situation, I still think Roman could stand up sometimes a little bit more to dance her weight even more, to take it from foot to foot, so that journey would last longer. And that's one thing that I know he can do better. I know he can just push himself to be one of those boys that every boy is dreaming to dance like him. And he probably already is. I'm just trying to get him to like put a little needle behind him, so he finds this carrot in front of him and he's still chasing a new version of Roman instead of staying in that position. But the characterization of the dance and that depth, especially in their closed work, I think that's something that it's really right now still not as strong as I would like to have. And honestly, I have always been a biggest fan of her look, of her uniqueness with the whole hair and everything. So they are really a great example of the champions. With the behavior on the floor, they're always very elegant. There is nothing really that we can say that it's something wrong with this couple. It's just they need to find that little push in themselves right now, which is really hard. How I can compete kind of with yourself, with the last performance that you gave. How can I be better than that performance? So guys, you have a long journey of you. You are inspiring so many of us with what you do. And I want you to take it, if you watch this, that you are truly amazing, but every comp has to be better than the last ones. I know I repeat myself of this, but I want to put those words into your head, and hopefully that will push you as much as push us. If you ever have questions how to do it, go talk to Katusha. She's the queen, right? 20
Yeah.
titles. I'm like, I always ask her, how did you manage to continuously improve? And her answer was, I loved practicing. And that's what she always told me. I loved learning. So there was always something that I could never wait for the next coaching I had, how much better I can become. So, so we always have to find something that is pushing us to be better. But heads down, really gorgeous goddess with her hero dancing her in her body. So congratulations, guys. Well done.
It's funny you say she's a goddess, and I'm like, now I'm thinking of what she wears. And it's always very like sort of Grecian goddess.
Yes, very much, right?
I'm like, you just said that. I'm like, wow, that's interesting.
Yeah, she has always, her mom, it's her costume maker, and she absolutely understands Galina's body, obviously, as a mom, and I'm sure they work together. But she's always in the silky, lightest fabrics ever, one layer, beautifully flowing, and she knows how to use those dresses because she's really like playful with them as well. So yeah, it's the whole package. It's out there. It's absolutely amazing. I think many of us wish we had legs like Galina, her lines, like she's stunning on this floor. So Roman, you're handsome too, by the way. About them, it's just a technical thing. Sometimes the lines, I think because they are so much into that upper body, they go through like a broken, and especially see this like in a faster dance like foxtrot. So I don't think there is enough like sometimes understanding of the volume in the frame and armpits area. So that's one thing that like from technique, if I could channel this, that would be my like a dream goal, to make more volume in the moment, that it doesn't always have to necessarily be in this little small space. So, but again, I could never do certain things that Galina do. We're all different, and I heads down to both of them. I love you guys. You know how we feel about your dancing and about both of you. I think you're great models for how the champions should treat other couples, how we are behaving on the floor. All those things really matter because the young kids are watching us, and we want to make sure we are giving them amazing example of how to be a champion.
And at the moment, they are. So,
yes, big time.
Cannot add anything to that.
So sorry.
Yes. Marzena, this is the second time that I have interviewed you. And obviously, we finished the interview about an hour ago and just chatted.
Yes.
So, yeah.
We had a blast.
I totally had a blast. So I cannot thank you enough for coming on and giving us your very, very honest opinion. So what I want to say, guys, if you want to know what's going on in the dance world, there's a couple of really good resources. Try dancebeat.com, and you can also read some of the judges' written analysis of this, and then compare what they said with Marzena's virtual live one. The other thing is, if there will be some videos from the event accompanying our interview, if you want to see those, go to dancesport.supershite.com. But once again, Marzena, I think I almost danced with you the last time we did this.
We almost did.
Yeah, but as you can see, we are actually 3,000 miles away from each other at the moment.
Yes.
Yeah, we are.
They were late right now. We're in Boston, probably. It's like what, 10, 11?
11 o'clock, and it's only it's
yeah,
only
we already see it getting darker behind us. Yes, but Chris, thank you so much. It's always really lots of fun. We did Emerald Ball a few years ago, and I really would like to say thank you for taking me again for this interview. And I hope you guys, all the competitors, just remember this is just my opinion. And you either like it or you just say, okay, this was just another opinion that I've heard. And we hope you will maybe take something back from this and you'll learn something. And it's always my absolute pleasure to watch you guys and see how you succeed on the competition floor. So good luck, everybody, on the last stretch before USDC and Embassy Ball.
And one last shout out. Marzena's husband actually did extra video of Manhattan, so that when she came to talk to me, not only did she get the video that I sent her of the cup, but she was really clued in. So Slawik, well done, mate.
He just walked into the house. He's very
You know what they say? Behind every good woman, there's a really good man.
Much better guy behind. So we can see my honey, and he can raise the glass and he can say,
cheers. Cheers, guys.
He just came back with the kids from Taekwondo class.
All right, Marzena, as always, a pleasure. And I hope to, hopefully I'll see you somewhere soon, okay?
Yes, we'll see each other soon. And Slavak will be with you guys at DVDC to celebrate your event. Thank you guys for having me.
All right, good night.
Thank you, good night.